Hi, I'm Melanie from Nova Scotia, Canada, and this is Adventures in Groceryland. Welcome to the $21 per person grocery budget challenge of fall 2024. We're going to set out the parameters of how this is going to work. We are not going to have access to the full amount of groceries that we have in the house. We are going to have very few limited items. I'm going to lay these out at the end of the video so that you will know exactly what we are going to have access to included in the challenge. We are going to start with pretty much nothing, and we are going to show you how we can eat well and accumulate a pantry over time, spending just $42 cash per week. We want to be as successful as possible, and we want to encourage you to be as successful as possible. And that means that you need to use every single tool that is available to you when your budget is small. We are going to use coupons. We are going to use store incentive programs, but we are not going to have access to any points that we accumulated before the beginning of the challenge. So from day one moving forward, if we accumulate enough that we can redeem $10, because that's how the points work here. So there's the SEAM program and there's the PC Optimum program, but you have to accumulate enough points to redeem $10 at a time. So if we happen to accumulate that $10 mark, we will be able to have access to that. And I am going to use Sobeys fast fuel coupons as long as I earned the coupons during the dates of the challenge. So that means if I get gas at a Sobeys fast fuel from when the date that the challenge starts, and I get a coupon back saying that it's like money, so you can use it as cash at Sobeys or Foodland, I will have access to that as well, because we want you to be able to maximize your budget. So I want to show how we are maximizing our budget. Thanks so much for tuning in. You will be surprised at what we were able to accumulate for groceries on week one. I was everywhere. And really, you, when your budget is really small, you need to go where the deals are. And to find the deals, you have to look. So every single time that I was in town or anywhere near a store, whether I wanted to or not, I stopped at that store to look and see what they might have had for in-store markdowns. So I shopped at a lot of stores. Don't worry, the stores are all close together, so this is not costing me time or costing me money. I feel like that's really important to point out right from the very beginning, because I always get a lot of questions about store hopping. So there's two different communities that I shop in regularly. In one community, Superstore, Dollarama, Walmart, Bulk Barn, Sobeys, and Giant Tiger, they're all right there. And in the other community, there is Walmart, Dollarama, Giant Tiger, the Country Store, which is kind of like a Bulk Barn, Sobeys, Shoppers Drug Mart, and the Superstore. So when you live in a community where all of these stores are really close together, especially if you're driving past them on your way to somewhere else, just stop and check. And that's what I did. So check out what we were able to get this week. You'll be surprised. $0.97 a pound for some bulk apples. I am going to get, I was going to get 2. I just want to see how much they're going to be. Maybe 3. I popped back into Bargain Harley's in the hopes that they would still have this bouillon on sale, and they have lots of it. Ooh. And so 33 cents for 6 bouillon cubes. Awesome. Didn't resist checking out what the price of that bouillon was in Superstore. $4.79, 33 cents I got it for at Bargain Harley's. No name frozen vegetables are on for $2.49. The bags are 750 grams. That's a great buy nowadays. But I am looking for, I want these mixed ones, because that one's chunky. If I decide to separate these, then I have like 5 different kinds of vegetables. Hit of the month, you can't really go wrong on a small budget with getting some flour. Flour opens a lot of opportunities for you. So $2.50 for 2.5 kgs is a great buy. Definitely getting one of these. We are $3 a pound. A couple packs here around $10 each, but both with $5 off stickers, which would make it about approximately, quick mental math, $1.50 a pound. And here we have honey garlic sausages. So they're $14 for 1.4 kgs, and they have $7 off stickers on them, which brings them down to $7 per 1.4 kg. With no special offers for either myself or the Handsome Ones card this week, $3.69 at Shoppers is the best price for eggs. Very exciting. I came in looking to see if there might be any deals on milk, and here we have 99 cents. This is just 1 liter, but that's great. That'll get us through the week. Yay! We are starting strong in week 1. I've spent $41.76 of the $42 budget, leaving me 24 cents to carry forward into next week. I shopped around. When the budget is this little and you're starting with as few items as we started with, you need to make the most of every single store available to you. You need to look at markdowns. You need to shop flyer sales. You just need to do that. I feel good about it. We shopped at Sobeys, Superstore, Avery's, which is a local farm market to me. Well, there's probably 6 or 7 Avery's in Nova Scotia. Bulk Barn, Country Store, which is a Bulk Barn-like store, just in another town. Giant Tiger, Gateway, and Walmart, and Shoppers Drug Mart. So yes, I shopped at a lot of stores. The stores are all close together for me, so if I am making a trip into town, in a situation like this, I make sure I go to every store, looking at every single thing to make sure that I can get the most out of that really meager budget. And then one more thing. I had planned on starting this challenge a week ago, one actual week ago today, and I had started shopping for those groceries prior to that start date. And then I came to the realization that I had a lot of perishable items still in the house, so I delayed it. So it was like 2 separate shops because I stopped shopping for a week and then finished the rest of the shopping. Let's start talking about the deals. First off, I got this silk almond milk. 1 liter almond milk was on for 99 cents. It was a markdown in store. It has a close best before date, but the best before date isn't here yet, and it's only a best before date. It's not an expiration date. I was very happy to get the milk. The pasta sauce was on for $1.65, and this is where I got the bulk of the meat, the protein. They had these honey garlic sausages marked down. They had the $7 off sticker on it that you can see. They were $14, so I got them for $7. And you can also see that I came home and put them immediately right in the freezer. I am going to try to separate some of them, but I just wanted to have them in the original packaging for the video. Then I got chicken. It was a great price. I was looking for a whole chicken. I looked everywhere for a reasonable priced whole chicken. Nothing was on sale. Nothing was marked down. And then the same day that I got the sausages at Sobeys, they had chicken on for $3 a pound. It was for chicken legs back attached, family pack. So this one worked out to $10.01, and it is 1.514 kgs of chicken. So that's a substantial amount. And then it had the $5 off tag on it. So that's in essence half off. I got this for about $1.50 a pound. So very happy with that. Those were the Sobeys shops. I got some items at Superstore. Superstore has been having hits of the month, and for the entire month of October they had no name flour, 2.5 kgs on for $2.50. They also weirdly, and they don't normally do this, had a Saturday only special on the President's Choice mac and cheese. They were on for 50 cents. So I got 2 packages of those, totaling $1. They had mixed vegetables, or they had frozen no-name vegetables on for $2.49. I picked the mixed vegetables because if I decide that I want to separate them out, that'll give me a couple different kinds of vegetables. And I also lucked out and got some lean ground beef. So these are formed into patties, but that doesn't matter to me. I don't need to cook them as a patty. It's 3.340 kgs, so I'm going to say it's about 3/4 of a pound. It was $6.36. Then with the 50% off, that brought it down to $3.18. Those were my superstore shops. I shopped at Avery's, the local farm market. I got some mushrooms that were marked down to $1.15, and the banana was in their markdown bin, and that worked out to 20 cents. I shopped at Bargain Harley's. That's another local store. And if you can, I'm going to zoom in real close here. This is Knorr beef broth or bouillon cubes. They are 3 for 99 cents marked down in there. And that worked out to 33 cents for this. I was very excited about it. I actually did a price check later when I was in Superstore and I couldn't believe it. I bought 2 items at Giant Tiger. They were on for $1.44 a pound, 2 pounds of onions and 2 pounds of carrots. You can see them underneath. And I shopped at Walmart, $2.44 for 10 pounds of potatoes, 97 cents for spaghetti, and 59 cents for 2 apples. The apples were on for 97 cents a pound to 99 cents a pound. I got a dozen eggs at Shoppers Drug Mart. There were no great deals on eggs. Well, this was a deal, $3.69 for a dozen, but sometimes they have special offers or offers on your PC Optimum card exclusive to you for $1.99. So I was hoping for that, but that didn't happen. So $3.69. And my last 2 stores were Gateway. And so this shop at Gateway was at the very beginning. It was the very first shop that I did when I started planning the challenge. I got this hamburger helper for 97 cents. It's Italian herb. And I don't usually eat hamburger helper. I do find them extremely high in sodium. But to start me off, I am going to use the hamburger helper. I can be more picky when my pantry is more substantial. They had peppers, 3-pack peppers on for 77 cents. And I got 2 packages of those. And they had broccoli on for 77 cents. I was concerned that these would not last, but they've lasted okay. I'm happy with this, and if I really need to, I can always pop them in the freezer. They also had these hot honey Schneider's Smokies on for 77 cents. So those were some really great buys. I definitely cherry picked those. And my very last, I guess, Bulk Barn. I shopped at Bulk Barn and I shopped at the Country Store. The Country Store, I got brown sugar, yeast, and baking powder. And I had picked this up earlier. This was my last shop, actually. So Gateway was my first, Country Store was my last, and this was in before I had decided to take the break. They had oats on for 31 cents per 100 grams. That's a good buy. I often find just buying the bagged, like a bag of oats at Giant Tiger is often the best value for me, but they were $2.77 and I didn't want to spend that much money. So I got just over 500 grams and it worked out to $1.60. Let me get my little, where's my calculations? $1.63, yes. So $1.63 worth of oats, and we're going to be using those for breakfasts. And all of these items at the Country Store cost 92 cents. I feel like this is pretty phenomenal. I am going to prep the quick oats that I bought into individual packages, just like if you were buying boxes of instant oatmeal, and I'm going to have them ready for breakfasts. And there they are. We've got 14 bags prepped. I did 35 grams of oatmeal. And what I did is I looked in store at Quaker, PC brand, Great Value, and just got an idea of how many grams were in the package total, and then divided by 8 servings because they're all in servings of 8. And I got anywheres from 29 to 39 grams a bag. So I just kind of averaged it out and went on the higher side, and we did 35. And I still have oatmeal left for a bread recipe. Woo! I'm going to load all of the little oatmeal packets up into this container. That'll keep them nice and organized for me. You know, just like if you bought a box of instant oatmeal packages, they're all together in one box. I'm hoping they'll fit. I'm sure they'll fit. And there, all loaded up. We'll store the brown sugar, the yeast, and the baking powder like this. Free items. Anything that I have preserved myself. These are some examples, but this is certainly not everything. I have jam, dilled carrots, mustard, pickles, salsa, pickled peppers, cranberry sauce, pizza sauce, red pepper jelly. I know we have maple syrup, relish, and beets in the cupboard. I'm sure there's other things, but anything that I have made that is a preserve, that is going to be free to me on the challenge. These spices are going to be free to me. This is dehydrated celery. This is dehydrated dill, dehydrated parsley, dehydrated broccoli that we ground down into a powder. This is more like a celery salt. This is an Italian seasoning. It's a blend of a bunch of different things. This is dehydrated sun-dried tomatoes, and also honey. I don't want to forget salt and pepper. That's also a free item. 2 other items that we are going to be considering free are some items that we just didn't quite get them eaten down, and I can't justify getting rid of them. Obviously, that's very wasteful. So this is Greek yogurt. I'm going to say there is about 1/3 of the container left. So 1/3 of a container of Greek yogurt coming in as free simply because we just weren't able to eat it down. And I know there seems like remnants around here. There is about at the 185 milliliter mark. That's about what is left in that container for minced garlic. I can't justify buying new ones because I still have these opened ones in the fridge. So these items are going to be free until they're gone. And then if I want more yogurt or I want more garlic, I'm going to have to buy it. We've got Giant Tiger, $1.44. I was only going to buy the onions, and then I ended up going back in and also getting a bag of carrots. Walmart, they're showing my 2 apples for 59 cents. Sobeys, oh yeah, this is that almond milk. So it's 99 cents, but I paid 10 cents for the deposit. And yes, I added that into the total. We've got the Country Store. My grand total there was 92 cents. Superstore, this is showing the flour and the frozen vegetables, and that came to a total of $4.99. We've got Avery's for $1.35, and it is unfortunate because I had these groceries split up into multiple weeks. Some of the receipts are just among the missing, but don't worry. I have videos and pictures of the prices. So today was the grocery video. On Friday, I will upload the meal video so that you can see what I've made with the groceries over the course of the week. And I'm going to do a little show and tell of the supplies that I bought. What do I have left that I can carry forward into next week? Thanks for tuning in, and I hope this gives you lots of ideas. And in times when things are really tough and really tight, I hope this gives you hope for what you yourself could do. Sometimes things seem really grim, and just with a little bit of creativity and a lot of work, you can definitely make things happen.